Okay, in the previous session we discussed about Windows password cracking by using the OPHCRACK. Okay, in the previous session we discussed about Windows password hacking by using the OPHCRACK. OPH OPHCRACK is a tool name, and it will works with the function called works with the technology called, what is that? Brute force attack. Brute force. OPHCRACK tool will work with the technology called brute force. Okay, right. So basically, we tried the OPHCRACK, and out of two passwords, we cracked only one, and another password is maybe might be difficult. So that is the reason it was unable to crack the password. So that is the reason we're gonna use another method. We're gonna use another method that is called conboot. Okay. So before discussing about the conboot tool, so how actually OPHCRACK will work in the background, that we need to discuss about. So first of all, I said that we cannot copy the SAM file, we cannot delete that SAM file, we cannot delete the SAM file, we cannot move it. But how OPHCRACK OPHCRACK shows the password to us? So how actually OPHCRACK works in the background? For example, see, whenever the computer is turned whenever the computer is turned on, we cannot edit or delete or move the SAM file. But whenever the system is turned off, before if you want to do something, with the SAM file, so before turning on the Windows, you must copy the sample before turning on the Windows. So before the Windows, you must be there. If the Windows is turned on, the security will be assembled. If the, so that is the reason. So that is the reason. So before turning on the Windows operating system security, before turning on the Windows operating system, what we need to do means we need to copy the SAM file first. So how it is possible? So what happened means, how passwords will store in the SAM file, security accounts manager. In the security accounts manager, the passwords will be stored. Okay, I said that all the user accounts and passwords will be available, but these passwords and usernames will be available in hashes. So how can we convert that into the plain text actually? So let's see this. Basically, we have we are doing here brute force attack. In this brute force attack, we're gonna use word list. Word list has two different types. Okay, the so in the brute force is an algorithm. In the brute force attack, we use word list. Okay, word list. So word list has two types. One is dictionary word list, and the one is rainbow word list. Dictionary word list means the leaked passwords, the well-known passwords, okay, or like dictionary words. All the words will be available in one notepad. So those kind of things we can call it as a dictionary word list. That means uh, pre passwords. Second one is rainbow word list. In this rainbow word list, what we what actually we do means we give 0 to 9, okay, A to Z, and special characters list. So when we give 0 to 9 or A to Z, for example, if you give the condition like, if you give the condition like, I want to make, I want to crack a mobile phone number. I want to crack a mobile phone number. So what I will, how I will make a rainbow word list, 0 to 9 I will give. After that, so this is the range of the mobile. This is the range of the password. Sorry, this is the number of this is the digits we use for the password 0 to 9, and the length of the password is 10. The length of the password is 10. If I give like this, so it will create the combination 0 to 9. The range is 0 to 9. The length of the password is 10. So automatically it will create a list of list of mobile numbers. And our mobile number definitely will be there in this particular combination, right? So like this, the rainbow word list we can design. So perfect possibility will be available. Now, so let's come to the concept again. So this is a brute force attack we are using, and after that, SCM SAM file, okay, and output. For example, I have a I have a word called Apple, APPLE, Apple. So Apple hash is, for example, if it converts to the hash X762, let's consider this as a code, okay? And banana, and ball code was like Q324. Consider this as a hash. Actually, hash is very long, but I'm showing like a just like a simple code, okay? So if it converts to if the plain word converts to the if the and the plain words converts to the encryption word, it was like unreadable text. Yes or no? So this is the readable text. This is the unreadable text. Okay. So whenever we are using the dictionary word list, whenever we are using the dictionary word list, this plain text will convert into the unreadable text. Okay, unreadable text, that means encryption text, and it will check whether it is matches to the SAM files code or not. It will always check whether it matches to the SAM file code or not. For example, mm, the SAM file code was like Q324. Okay, so when I enter the password call, when the brute force enter the password call Apple, okay, that will converts into the plain text will converts into the ciphertext, that means unreadable text, and that unreadable text equals to the tries to equals to the SAM file hash. If it is not equal, the password will not reveal. If it is equal, the password will be revealed. Okay, we have a number of huge passwords are we have number of huge names are available. Apple, ball, cat, rat, dog. Okay, every name, every word has the hash. Okay, every word has a hash. So when the word will converts into the when the word will come converts into the unreadable text, that unreadable text will check whether it is matching to the SAM file unreadable text or not, or else if not, if not, it will go for the another word, and that word will when that word will converts into the unreadable text, and after that that unreadable text converts equals to the tries to equals to the SAM file unreadable text. Understanding? If the hash is matches, if the hash is matches, then it will show the result. In the brute force attack, there are a lot of word lists are there are a lot of words we will use. Okay, number of passwords we will use. That password will convert into the unreadable text. Okay, why? Because directly. Why? Because the SAM file has the unreadable text. We cannot directly equal to the unreadable text with the plain text. So that is the reason before matching to the SAM file, our word will convert into the unreadable text. That unreadable text will be equalized to the the SAM file hash. After that, if it is matches, it will show the output password. If it is not, if you are unable to find the password, that means your word hash didn't match with the SAM file hashes. Okay, so actually that is the thing happen. Okay, so before turn on the Windows operating system, okay, whatever the program we injected, okay, I told you. So whenever you plug in our pen drive to the victim computer, go to the boot options and change the priority. There are four options are available. And USB, removable device, removable device, hard disk, network, something like that. So in that, instead of the hard disk or CD drive, you need to mention was like removable drive. Why? Because we are attacking with the pen drive, not with the CD drive, right? So if you put the pen drive, so before the operating system, our pen drive will be detected in their computer. So before the operating system, our pen drive was detected. Okay, after detecting, what we are what this program will do means automatically it will collect the SAM file. When the security guard's weak, we can collect the SAM file. But when the system is turned on properly, we cannot collect the SAM. So that is how it works. This is the background process how the password will get cracked. Okay. But coming to the rainbow word list, the rainbow word list does not the ra- the rainbow word list directly will be into the hash files. I told you there are two types of word lists are available. One is dictionary word list. Dictionary word list always have the plain text. Okay, rainbow word list always has a ciphertext. Ciphertext means unreadable text. Okay, so the rainbow word lists are faster than the compared to the dictionary word list. Why? Because the dictionary word list will convert the plain text into ciphertext, and the ciphertext equals to the SAM files. Okay, but coming to the rainbow word list, there is no plain text available in the rainbow word list. It only contains ciphertext. Okay, so that is the reason ciphertext to ciphertext equalization is simple. So that is the reason the rainbow word list is faster compared to the dictionary word list. Now, coming to the conboot, why actually we are turning towards the conboot? Basically, OPHCRACK OPHCRACK is also a very good tool, but it has some limitations. What does it mean? Means we cannot focus on the latest operating systems to crack the password. That is the main thing. And the second thing is it will take a lot of time to crack the password. And the third thing is OPH crack is unable to handle the complex password. Okay, the OPH crack is unable to handle the complex password. To overcome that, we're gonna use another tool called Conboot. So the OPH crack success rate is completely depends upon the length of the password, complexity of the password. Okay, but coming to the Conboot, what happened means, so whenever you connected your pen drive to the victim's computer, immediately before the operating system, Conboot will go and hijack the sample. Conboot will go and hijack the sample. So what actually will do means, uh, Conboot will try to stop the execution of the sample. The Conboot will try to stop the execution of the sample. So whenever you enter the password, doesn't matter even you enter the right password, wrong password, even you can leave it as a blank and hit the enter. You can go to the computer directly. How it is possible? Basically, whenever whenever Conboot stop execution of the sample, even there is no security guard for there is no security guard for the computer. Whatever you want, you can do. Even you can enter the wrong password, right password, or some other random password. You will enter into the you will enter the computer, because the con would stop the execution of the SAM file. So how it is possible? Before turning on the operating system, we need to do this process. Okay. So now the convoot can bypass the any of the password. Something like even you can keep like one not 100 or like 150 password. Even it can easily break the password of password. This kind of passwords by the convoot. Even you can use the alphanumeric and special character. Doesn't matter any kind of any kind of you can use any kind of complexity of the password. Okay, simply it can be breaked. So I told you yesterday, there is a user account which has the which has the username called Heart. Why? Because Heart has a very strong password. We couldn't break the password we couldn't break the hard password by using the OPH crack. So let's see, is it possible to crack the Heart account password? Okay. So uh, let me turn this on. I'm going to choose I'm going to choose for the demonstration on boot. Let's wait for the few seconds. It doesn't matter how strong password you are using actually. And another thing I forgot to tell you about it is the Conboot is not for free edition. The Conboot is a commercial edition, and this Conboot uh, can track the Windows operating system and as well as Mac too. That means Apple. Any latest computer of the Apple, any latest computer of the Windows operating system can be cracked. Let's wait for the few seconds. Why? Because my Windows, my virtual machine will be slow, will actually slow. Yeah, we got logged in. We got logged in actually. If you see here, what is the user account we are using? HARD hard. Basically, I created the account with the name of hard. Okay, and it has a very strong password. Alpha numeric and special characters. I made with the alpha numeric and special characters password. HARD hard. Okay, so so easily it can bypass the such kind of strong passwords too. Why? Because the OPH crack is not sorry, OPH crack is doing the brute force attack. It will take a lots of time and efforts. But when it comes to the con boot, it is bypassing the password actually. Okay, so it doesn't take even it is a big password or small password or heavy password doesn't matter. Easily we can bypass it. Why? Because the sample is compromised. Sample is uh, uh, holding the sorry. Conboot is holding the sample execution. So if there is no security guard, there is no nothing. So you can type any, you can enter the any password. Sometimes when it comes to the Windows 10 operating system, Windows 11 operating system, it will ask you to even if you are using the SAM, even if you are using the conboot, it will ask you to enter the password. Okay, don't panic. If it is asking the password, enter anything. It doesn't matter. Why? Because it will not prosecute your password. Why? Because the SAM file already get got hijacked by the conboot. How long actually we can hold such like that? So your pen drive was plugged into your victim computer until you remove that pen drive. Until you remove that pen drive, okay. Uh, you can bypass the password. Once you remove the pen drive, it will act like a normal computer, and as well as it will not change. It will not change or harm any kind of environment of the computer. Okay, so that is the thing. So this is how the conboot will be created. Now let's come into the practicals. Already I told you what are the some requirements for the what are the some requirements for the OPH crack actually. The same thing will be repeated in the OPA, will be repeated in the conboot. First of all, what we need, what are the things we need? We need a USB drive. Next one, conboot, ISO file. If you want to crack the Windows. If you want to crack the Mac, you need to download that from the official website, conboot. Number third one is Rufus, RUFUS, Rufus. It's a USB bootable software. This is a USB bootable software. And hmm, number next thing, our laptop. Okay. So first, in the first thing, what we need to do means we need to connect our USB drive to our laptop. First of all, turn on your laptop. First of all, turn on your laptop. Okay. After that, connect your pen drive to your laptop. Okay. And after that, download and run the Rufus USB bootable software. After that, okay, by using the Rufus, inject the conboot.iso file to the USB drive. Okay, I will show you how Rufus will how do we need to use the Rufus. RUFUS. How do we need to use the Rufus? The Rufus looks like this. When you connect your pen drive to the computer, your computer, on the top of the thing is device. When you click on the device, automatically we can select the pen drive. Okay. Currently, I didn't connect my pen drive to my laptop, so that is it is not showing here. After that, the second step, what you need to do means click on the select here. After selecting over here, you need to choose what kind of are you choosing the con boot or OPHCRACK, something like that. We need to choose it. After choosing that, okay. After choosing that, what we need to do means click on the start. So when you click on the start, it will take a few minutes to inject that OPH, that con boot to your pen drive. After that, simply close this application and remove that pen drive from your computer. Okay. Now Now let's take your pen drive and connect to the anyone what you want whom you want to bypass. Okay, let's connect to the other person's laptop. Okay, now what you need to do means turn off their computer completely or turn off their laptop completely and connect your pen drive. Now turn on their computer. After that, what we need to do means BIOS settings. I, I told you every computer has BIOS settings. See here. Okay. Reboot the computer and press the appropriate key during the boot up process. Bring up the BIOS settings screen. To bring up the BIOS settings screen, what you need to do means completely turn off the computer of the victim, connect your pen drive, and click on the power on button. And again, and hit the BIOS key quickly, fastly, frequently. Okay. Then it will enter. Then you will enter into the boot. Then you will enter into the BIOS settings. Okay. In that BIOS settings, you can find the boot options. I showed you actually. In the BIOS settings, we can find the boot options. Let's consider this is the BIOS settings. Yes, it is the BIOS settings actually. This is the BIOS settings. In the BIOS settings, what we need to do means go to the boot options. It is working very slow. Okay. In the boot options, we need to choose the currently I'm using the CD drive, virtual CD drive. So that is the reason I choose the CD drive actually. Okay. If you are using the pen drive, you can use the removable drive. Okay. In the boot options, make the priority. Why? Because if you put the priority with the removable devices, then before the hard disk. So before the hard disk means hard disk contains the operating system. So before the operating system, our pen drive will detect and our malicious program will hijack the will bypass the stop execution the sample. Okay, so then that will definitely help you to bypass the password actually. So that is how it works. Okay, right. So like this, we need to find the BIOS key. So where do you find the BIOS key? uh, you can, for example, before turning off turning on uh, your victim laptop. So before that, just know what kind of company it is, what kind of model it is, what is the BIOS key for it. You can simply search in the Google in your smartphones. So it is quite easy. Okay. So then automatically our pen drive acts like a pro and it will bypass the password. It doesn't matter how long it is, how strong it is, how complicated it is. Okay. So the conboot will bypass the password in 7 seconds. Uh, but in my uh, but in my VMware workstation, it is showing slow. Still, it is a good deal. Okay. So like this, we can bypass the password of the any account. If you want to check the if you want to really check it, then we can create another user account. Go to the control panel. Go to the control panel and user account. Go to the user account. The password was like create an account, create a new account, create a new account. Account name will be like super hot, super hot. Click on the next. And do you want to give the permission limited or administrator? Guys, if you give the limited permissions, then no one do against to you. But if you give the administrative rights to the other accounts, so I told you that keep administrative rights only for your account. So rest of the accounts always choose the limited option. Okay. So I'm going to create an administrator account. Now click on next. Now Superhot was created. Now create the password actually. The password was like uh, what we need to do. TANG tang hash 967 percentage H capital Q and store. Is this strong password or weak password? So basically, this is a very strong password. Now I'm going to use this password for this thing. So let's create an account. Create password. Okay, the password was created. Now it is a super strong account. Now what we need to do means simply click on simply turn off the computer, power off. Now uh, again I'm gonna check whether I sent this properly or not. Click on the browse and where is Conboot CD drive. Click on OK. Now power on to the virtual machine. Power on. Oh, is it? Oh, sorry. Going to choose the Conboot. Press OK. And now click on the power on to the virtual machine. power on the virtual machine. Let's take some time. Let's take some time. So I forgot to tell you, the even if you are using the Microsoft accounts, like Microsoft linked accounts, or even if you are using the Microsoft linked accounts, it can easily bypass the password. Let's wait for the account. So there are two accounts are available right now. One is hard account, another one is super hard account. Now let's click on the super hard. See, we just logged into the super account, super hard account. So the con boot can bypass any one of the user account, even it is how complex password we are using, and how lengthy password you are using doesn't matter. Why? Because the con boot is not brute forcing. Okay, the con boot is trying to stop execution of the SAM file. So that is the reason we are easily bypassing the password. So we cannot see the password actually. Okay, and it does not affect the previous password. So when you remove your pen drive, obviously the computer will become normal. Okay, so this is how the con boot will works. Okay, and there are a lot of tools are available. Alternate tools are also available. I suggest you. One is con boot. Con boot is the best tool. Con boot, and another one is passcape. Passcape is also tool used to crack the Windows password. The con boot is used to crack the password of the Mac, and also the Windows operating system. Okay, we can crack the both. Okay, the official website looks like this. See, we can crack the two Windows and the Mac operating systems. So, but we need to purchase this from the internet. Okay, this is an official site of the corner. So that is how it works actually. So in these ways, SAM files we can come in these ways. We can compromise the SAM file, right? Okay, and in the tomorrow session, in the tomorrow session, we're gonna discuss about we're gonna discuss about the spoofing concept. We're gonna discuss about the spoofing concept, and as well as after the spoofing, we're gonna discuss about the social engineering. Okay.
Um,
Uh,
yes. Can you, when are you going to provide us the course content
yeah, I will update you the course content by today.
and
Okay.
and documentation also so that we can also read, please?
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
Okay.
You are expecting to add that OS top 10 bugs, right? AK?
Yes.
Yes, 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 bro.
Yes,
Top
yes,
10
yes,
and
yes.
also ISO standards, just one of them. It can be NIST, just one to talk about. It can be ISO 127 or NIST standard. That would be good because they keep
Yeah,
asking for that all job description. Please. And I think it remains one more. I can't remember, but if I remember, I'll let you know tomorrow.
yeah, sure, sure. Uh, ISO 1, come again.
It can be NIST standard. There's ISO, there's NIST security standards. There are so many of them. Let me check. Hold on, let me check. I can let you know which one. Give me a minute, please. Okay. So it's familiarity with industry standards and regulatory compliance requirements, such as ISO 27001, 27001, NIST, or SOC 2. I can type it right here.
Yeah.
He's talking about ISO audit, Bharat.
Yes.
Yeah.
That standard which follow for ISO audit. He's talking about.
Yes, yes, I got it. What is actually?
Yeah.
But here we are discussing about the vulnerability assessment and penetration testing. But obviously, we will test the ISO standards, especially for this requirement.
Yeah, I've typed it there. So it can
Yeah.
be any one of them. Because if they ask you
Yeah.
which standard do you use the cybersecurity, you have to say, okay, maybe I use NIST. Then talk
Okay,
about
no
it.
problem. We can
That's
cover the SOC also. SOC.
Is it also possible to cover the um what do you call it? The RASP and CSPM tools, the
First of
security
all, the
tool.
first of all, main priority is I will cover the ASK top 10 and also security
Okay,
tools. That is the first
okay,
my priority. Okay, so that is the
Mm.
standards we are using this particular course, and also SOC also will cover SOC and OAS top 10. The main priority is that for this particular course. Okay.
okay. Like there's so many security tools, like those Prisma Cloud, Insight Cloud, JFrog, Bob Suite, Zap. You know,
Yeah, Bob Speed Zap will cover.
Zap. Yes, those ones will be very helpful because those are the
That
tools
is
that
the
they are
that
using.
Zap and Burp is the main thing for the uh, security. Almost 80% of the work can be done
What about
in
the Fred,
Burp.
Bharat? What the Fred?
Uh,
Will you cover for mobile as well for Fred?
Basically, it is in a mobile application penetration testing. Currently, we're focusing only on the. You're talking about the mobile pen testing, I know, uh,
Mm.
but we are focusing currently on the web, network, and API. Okay, right. That is
Okay.
okay, guys. Okay, we'll meet tomorrow.
Thank you. And also documentation will help so I can read. Thank you.
Okay,
Okay.
okay, sure. Yeah.
Bye.